Right, quick guide to how the judges actually score fights in the UFC. First of all, let me just say, the scoring is a little bit stupid and needs to be reworked. As you've probably heard before, they just sort of nicked the framework from boxing and shoehorned it into MMA. And obviously the best way to secure a win is not to leave it in the hands of the judges. But obviously that's not always possible, so here's a brief rundown. Up until now, as a shameless casual, I just sort of eyeballed the rounds. But I decided to up my fan game and actually look into the scoring. Starting with the obvious, each fighter is scored between 1 and 10 for each round, although it's usually between 7 and 10. To start with, they're judged on effective striking and grappling only. No aggression or octagon control judged at this point. Although I do think at this stage, sometimes they dust in a little bit of Dana White privilege. Now, if the striking and grappling is deemed exactly equal, only then is aggression judged. And if that ends up being 100% equal, as well as the striking and grappling also being 100% even, only then is the octagon control judged. So basically, if someone's ahead in the striking or grappling, aggression or cage control not even looked at or considered. So in reality, in most cases, they won't even score aggression, let alone octagon control. It's a little weird because you hear about all these things being judged and you just assumed it's judged as a whole, but no. So now let's take a quick look at how the striking and grappling are scored. Striking is pretty obvious, but importantly, damage trumps numbers. And with grappling, attacking is what they're looking for. They consider a takedown as a grappling attack. Submission attempts, reversing positions, all that good stuff. The closer to finishing you are with grappling, the higher it's scored. So if someone sits on top of their opponent for 2 minutes, but then the opponent throws up a triangle and nearly gets it at the end, the opponent scores higher. And if it comes to it, aggression is fairly obvious, and so is octagon control. The problem with the judging is that a lot of the rules are open to interpretation, so the scoring can be really inconsistent. It has been said that if you wipe the rules with a mixture made of the blood of Nate Diaz and the piss of John Jones, it reveals a hidden rule that says if you're popular and at the home crowd, you get mysterious extra points. Unless obviously you're Volk in Australia, and then for some reason they start scoring perfectly. Anyway, I hope this was interesting, and if you like this video, check out this one.